That's so not like me.
It really isn't.
What, was it weird?
A little.
Well, what can I say? The team's less annoyed with me now that I've chilled out. Things with us are downright rad. For the first time in my whole miserable life, I'm kind of in a good place. Weird.
I'm kinda in a good place, a sentence that speaks volumes about Rex's character and the man he was. Rex had one of the best character development arcs in the whole Invincible series. We see a man go from someone who's so arrogant and likes to push people around and be a bully, to someone who's more understanding of other people's feelings and who can actually be a hero, and who was. Rex's parents sold him at a young age to the government to practically be a weapon. From that point on, he had every right to become a villain. He already didn't have his family, and obviously his family didn't want him, but at the end of the day, he still was a hero. Rex was never a bad guy or a bad person, just misled, and he didn't have the proper guidance. Confronting the past is hard, and a lot of the time we don't want to even acknowledge it, but that's what Rex has to do. He has to acknowledge the person he once was. He has to move on and improve who he is now. To the whole fight with Lizard League and almost dying, he realized that his whole life flashed before his eyes. He had seen everything. He'd realized what I was doing before was wrong. I didn't like who I once was. And now I have to step up and make that change. How I treated Eve, how I treated my friends, how I treated people close to me is possibly what Rex could have thought about. And honestly, it's a thought to be taken into consideration. With great power comes great responsibility. But you have to think about, what does it mean to have power? And what does it mean to be a hero? Being a hero doesn't equate to being perfect. You can save as much people as you can and do the best that you possibly can. But you will have your moments where you're flawed. And Rex is a flawed character. We've seen him grown as a person. We've seen his whole journey, essentially. We've seen him go from that a-hole character that most people don't really like or respect to a person who's more respectable and actually grounded. Question we may ask ourselves is, are things going to get better? And for Rex, eventually, things did improve. Developing that relationship with Shrinking Ray was a big move for Rex. It actually gave him something to be happy about, to see that there's a purpose in life and that there's more. We don't always have to consistently burden ourselves with our daily struggles and the things we go through throughout our life. We can be happy, and there is an outlet for that. I truly believe the injuries Rex sustained showed him something even more than just not being who he once was, but also how to be kind. The feeling of regret is something very heavy, and when we feel regret, we feel bad about ourselves. How could we have done that? Why did we do that? But we can't, like I said before, burden ourselves. It also boils down to how Rex interacts with characters compared to the first season to now. The people he talks to, Mark, Cecil, Adam Eve, Duplicate. He wants to actually make that change. And change is scary. Making that whole improvement to yourself, what if it doesn't work out the way you wanted it to? That fear in the back of your mind telling you, nah, it ain't gonna work out. But it's lying to you. And the sad case with Rex is that the improvements were made too late. Unfortunately, he couldn't truly live out everything that he's done and everything that he's accomplished. Rex made a huge sacrifice. When it seemed like things were going up, why did he do that to himself? Why did he sacrifice himself in the end, when it really seemed like things were going to get better? He took down an invincible variant the best way he knew how. He knew deep down that they weren't going to win, just too strong, too powerful. Rex made a huge move. Rex is a hero. At the end of the day, everything that he's been through and everything that he's dealt with, when he could have became a villain, he still chose a path of good. Even though it wasn't perfect and he always made mistakes and it seemed like he was doing the wrong thing and he came off very arrogant, he still chose heroism. It was a last resort move and it was the best thing he had. So, what was the last thing he used? It was
Fire goddamn skeleton, dickhead.